Welcome to Fortune 500 AMOK.
I was gonna go hello, hello, hello. My mouth opens up, and then his voice came out. Hi.
I was a great
Anyhow,
ventriloquist on that one. That was
I
great. Adrian, where'd you come up with that line at?
don't know, I have no idea what's going on.
Hey,
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 what?
I don't
What?
see us in YouTube land.
We're there. It says it says that I'm there. So I'm up. I'm
That's where
up.
I'm
I'm
headed
up.
right
Yeah,
now to make sure
we're
that
good
we're.
to go. We should be
Yeah,
there,
we're
but
live.
we're
We're
not.
live.
Are we?
I see. I knew it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Uh,
I
goodness.
know. I
I don't
pressed a
know.
button. I did. I
Larry's
did.
gonna
I did.
leave before we even get started.
That's all right.
Oh well.
Larry's seen worse, I'm sure.
Maybe I'm watching
I don't
commercials.
know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Hey, if you notice, we're light one. Shauna said she'll be here. She's just running a little late today because something about kids. I don't know, kids in school
Yeah, those
things.
darn goats.
Yeah,
They're really
my
bad.
yeah, all my kids are yeah, that was bad. Wah, wah. Anyhow, all my kids are like in their 30s, so it's been a long time since I had to worry about that kind of stuff. I just say, kids ruin everything. They just ruin everything. Anyhow, that's what I tell my daughter. I tell my daughter that all the time, so she loves it. And it's a
I'm sure she appreciates
anyway.
that too. Yeah,
Wait,
that's cool.
what is it? It's Arkansas week, right? Yeah.
Arkansas's week, yes,
You
woohoo!
know what? You know what? And
I
I'm
wonder if that
even.
guy.
And I'm.
I wonder if that guy's ready.
I'm even ready. I got cheat sheets. Anyhow, what do we got?
Awesome.
This month is almost over, but the last day. Well, is the last day of the month? There's 31 days in August, isn't there? 30 days in August? I don't
30.
know. Starting, huh?
There's 30. 30.
30?
32
Yeah.
this
Okay.
year. It's a
But then the last day of the
leap
month,
year.
starting August 30th through October 5th, is the
Oh,
Arkansas Ren
I'm
Festival.
wrong. I'm wrong.
That's
There's
a
31.
that's a
My bad.
31. See?
Wrong.
Okay. See? So I get confused on that. I never could figure. I know,
Yep.
every time I think, well, February got 28 days, and then there'll be 29 days, and it just messes me up. The Arkansas Ren Festival in Dragonstone Springs in Mount Vernon, Arkansas, runs from August 30th to October 5th. So that's actually starts to cool off about that time. So it'd be great if you like to wear that hot stuff. It's hot stuff.
It is.
Anyhow. Uh,
They
but that Ren fairs are fun. I could
are
I
fun.
could
Oh yeah.
I could get into it, but I don't. I don't know why. I like to go and I dress like a what are you if you don't dress up? Are you a muggle or is that just strictly for uh, Harry Potter? Anyhow,
Maybe.
I don't know.
You're a
Maybe I
ruggle.
know things.
Normie.
Ruggle.
A
Ruggle.
ruggle.
Ruggle. The
Anyhow,
Renaissance uggle.
uh, and I'm just moving on to September because August, like I said, is terrible. There's September 5th at the First Financial Music Hall in El Dorado, Arkansas. Is a AC/DC tribute band, Back in Black. So if you like that kind of stuff, I kind of dig on it. If they're
Nice.
so it'd be that sounds like just like a
Wait.
good time, fun stuff. Uh, and I mention this every time I come on. It's my week to have at the Ron Robinson Theater in Little Rock. They have movies all the time. They're always like throwback movies. But I'm going to highlight September 20th is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So
Oh.
Ooh,
I,
good.
w- I would I
Fun.
would almost
Oh
I'd
man.
almost love to go there because that they've got I don't know
You know that they're going to be
I've
acting
been to it
now.
every time. There's always had acts and stuff to go with it. That's got to
Yeah.
be part of it. And I don't know. I, I watched it
Let's
back
do
back in the
time warp.
early '80s.
Yeah.
I thought back in the early '80s, and I'm like, I had no idea what it was. Like I'm walking in and like, what's that dude? He's dressed weird, and all these people dressed up like the characters, and they acted in front of the theater and all that stuff,
And
and in front of the
nobody
screen,
stayed.
and there's and there was all kinds of call and response stuff, and it was just the coolest thing ever. Then
And
I saw it on TV once. I
nobody
was like, this
stayed
is
in their
boring.
seats.
You
Yeah.
did?
Nobody stayed in their
Terrible.
seats. They were all front.
Oh, nobody stayed in their seats. I thought that
Nobody
everybody
stayed.
did. Uh, but anyhow, that's kind of a fun thing, and it'd be worth going just to see if they do that. If they do that, and if you've never seen that, that is quite the experience. It's great. What do we got? Oh yeah, and in September 27th and 28th, and where to put this at? I don't even write down where it's at. Shame on me. The big Steam Music Festival in Hill Wheatley Plaza, wherever that is. It's a blues and R&B rock event. It's free, but there are VIP options. But I didn't write down where it was at. Shame on me.
That's because you
Anyhow,
won't be there. You're busy that day.
You're busy.
I did this. I do this and I write it down so that I'm going to be prepared, right? And I kind of was prepared, other than this one little thing. But shame on me. But that's all like just regular fun stuff. If you're into the paranormal stuff, like most of us are, if you're watching the show and you're on the show, September 6th, a friend of mine has been doing this for years. He's been on the show, and he's going to be at the Arkansas Paranormal Expo as well. But Robert Swain, he runs the Arkansas Bigfoot Conference in Bologna, Arkansas. They're going to be at the Eagles Nook Convention Center like they always are. It's actually in Conway, Arkansas, just right next to Bologna. But it's September 6th. It's $15 to go, and it's all about your cryptids, all about Bigfoot.
Robert's a good guy too.
Cool guy.
Robert's a great guy. He's really cool. And he's the one that makes me not want to go out in the woods. I don't want to ever go out. I'm not big on the whole being eaten. There's also something else going on in September. I don't know.
Gee, what is that?
What is that? That's
Popcorn Festival.
didn't you say it was a BS? No, it's
No, that's
something.
Bordertown Strange.
No,
This is being
the Bordertown Paranormal Convention. That was that's when is that? That's the last weekend
September
of September,
27th,
right?
the last Saturday.
Yeah. So yeah, last Saturday, and you definitely want to come to that. So we got all
It's
kinds
even
of stuff
more
coming up.
exciting now, Adrian. I think you guys know this yet.
Nope.
I don't know anything.
Haney normally has a car show during Mayfest. It got rained out this
Yeah.
year. So they're going to hold it the same day that we have Paracon. So there'll be a car show downtown, but they're also doing a little fall festival. They decided since we're doing the Paracon, they'll just combine everything. So we're going to have the Paracon, we're going to have a car show, we're going to have a fall festival, and then the Speedway is going to be running special races that night after the Paracon's done.
Wow.
So
Wow.
So it's it's
We're going to be
bit of
presenting
everything.
in front of 3,000 people.
and we're going to have
thousands.
I'm nervous. I'm getting nervous. No,
we're going to have
Good job.
we're going to have
You-
Coyote.
oh, wait a minute. I
don't
didn't
let her
even
in.
have
Don't
you
let
on
her
there.
in. Don't let her in.
Hey,
Oh, there she is.
I just Connor's going to be here. I guess now that she's here, we should all get where we're supposed to be, right? I don't know. And anyhow,
Oh, my
but
gosh.
but that yeah,
Yeah,
that,
it's gonna be
that,
pretty
and then
awesome.
of course in September all kinds of opportunities to see members of A.M.O.K because on September
Did I hear
19th,
3,000
20th,
people?
Yes,
Yeah,
we have 3,000 people online right now.
he's doing positive thinking there. But we have Silicon on September 19th. We have the Santiago's horror.
Paragold, Hi Nation,
Hi, Nation.
Hi-ya!
It's a scared city thing. Yeah. That's in Paragould, Arkansas. So all kinds of fun stuff, chances to see us, yada, yada, yada. And I'm tired of talking, so I'm going to go and let somebody else talk. Mr. Ken, you said you had something written up about this guy?
I
What's his
do.
name?
Tonight's
That's his name down
guest.
here. He's almost paying attention.
Tonight's guest is related to Expedition Entity. He's an author, a filmmaker, a historian, and he predominantly focuses apparently on the Midwest. So let's welcome Larry Eissler III.
Three or junior?
Three?
We'll have to ask him that.
The third.
The third.
And
Aye.
find out what he
Aye,
has
aye.
been doing lately.
I'm going to ask him.
Larry, come on in.
Woohoo!
Larry, why is it the third and not junior?
Because it's always been the third.
The third.
There is no
I
junior,
didn't-
junior.
I didn't name myself, so I didn't get a say.
You didn't get a say.
No, they did it for me. Oh.
I didn't name me, but they got it kind of figured out for some reason. They knew I was going to be who I am. Anyhow,
Hey,
Welcome to the show, Larry.
Thank you. It's good to be
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, welcome.
I've
you
never
kinda-
used A.M.O.K before. This is a completely different kind of console. This
It
weird.
is.
Neither have we.
Everything's like
Neither
on the
have we.
opposite side.
It
Yes,
is.
yes.
Yes.
We used StreamYard. We love StreamYard. StreamYard did, put a mask on their face and pointed a gun at her and said, "Give me more money." And I said, "No." So we got this because it's much cheaper, and I hate it with a passion.
I've heard
But
StreamYard bump their prices a little bit, so
yeah,
Oh, a little
yeah,
bit, like
Yeah.
tripled. Oh my
oh,
god.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
not a fan. I like I'm cheap. I like to be cheap. I don't want to. I mean, I want it to work. I'm not. I guess you know what. You know how it's not like
Inexpensive,
sure.
you know.
frugal. There you go.
Frugal, cost
Frugal
effective,
and cost effective. There you go.
cost
Yeah.
effective.
I would rather go buy a good dinner someplace instead of paying money to anything like this.
Right.
I
It's fun.
totally get
It's
it.
fun stuff. I like food. I'm big. Anyhow,
I like food too.
it's not about me. It's about Larry. Larry, who are you?
Well, I'm primarily a filmmaker now, but I've been in the paranormal for 15 years.
Okay.
Started with residentials and then got into everything else. And then I was really into film. So I went to school for film and I said, hey, I could probably combine the two. And I did. So
Good
here
idea.
I am. Here I
Good
am.
idea.
And
That's
apparently you've
cool.
been successful.
Moderately successful. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with how things have come out. We have 3 seasons for the show Expedition Entity on the Paraflix Network. Our final series finale episode comes out October 1st. So I'm excited to cap off the last episode for that and to show people the 3rd floor of Broadhead Manor in Broadhead, Wisconsin. It's a 60,000 square foot middle school.
Ooh.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Wow.
most
Sign
of the
me
spirits
up.
in there, they're little kids or teachers or principals. Well, on the 3rd floor, there's some kind of creepy crawly shadow guy.
Ooh.
And he stays on the 3rd floor, so you have to go up there to get to him. And that's what we
Yeah.
did.
Right
Oh
on.
Very
wow.
cool.
That's awesome.
So he's a little spooky.
Yeah.
But
I
with the
kind of like
show
spooky.
ending, it gave me the opportunity to work on new things. So I've got a lot of one-off projects. Right now we're pushing not a paranormal documentary, but a spiritual documentary called The Seance. And
Okay.
long story short, we took 150 people and one medium, and we held a seance.
Wow.
Uh,
And
Interesting. I can't
and
wait to see this.
we filmed it, and at
Very cool.
least 30 people had true interaction with their loved ones. 25 or so made the documentary because of different reasons, either lighting or audio. I just we couldn't include it. But almost all of them made it in, and everyone was just blown away by everything that was said.
no, it's cool.
Can we
Wow.
know who the medium is?
Her name's Diet. She's my best friend.
Oh,
She's absolutely one of the best, hands down. I don't know how she corralled all of those people during the seance, but I know when she finished, she got into the car and they were rushing her back to the hotel. Within a minute of leaving, she passed out.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Good.
she had way overloaded.
yeah.
So
Overwhelmed.
she got
Yeah.
overloaded.
I can
Wow.
imagine that. I mean, I can understand that.
Now was it
All
more
Yeah,
that
of a
energy, yeah.
a
was
lot
it
of energy.
more of a gallery type situation
It
or
it was a true seance. We
okay.
had her and then a friend of hers that's an energy worker at the table, and then
Okay.
10 guests, and then a
So kind of
ring
like
around that.
on Ghosts, Whoopi Goldberg on Ghosts, and you got the people there, and she's talking to Ghosts.
Kinda, but that's what a seance really is.
Right.
But the
Yeah.
Yeah,
problem is you can't put 150 people at the table,
a
so we
big
Right.
put
table.
So you put them
rings
around it.
around,
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
and it was tricky. It was very tricky to get it to work the way we needed it to, but it all panned out. And
No,
we've
that's
got
awesome.
this really great hour-long documentary, and it's actually really, really emotional. So it's
Wow.
definitely
Oh
different.
That
wow.
that's pretty crazy. I mean, I've been in a couple of seances where there's about 50 to 70, but
Yeah.
100. I can only imagine how big this room was, or how
So
crowded they were.
we did it outside.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's
It
even
was,
better.
it was in October. We were outside.
Okay.
It was on the grounds of the first documented spiritual possession in the country,
Wow.
Really?
where the owners of the
Wow.
house were devout spiritualists, and they held seances there all the time.
Hmm.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, you're
Oh,
talking about opening up something potentially dangerous.
nah.
Yeah. I've always been. I never wanted. I kind of want to do a séance to be a member of one,
I
but
do
I'm so.
too,
I
but
would. I think I'd rather be one level back and just running an investigation while all
Sure.
this stuff is going on. I'm
Sure.
so skeptical of things like that, and I know a lot of people who are woo woo, and every time I investigate with them, I'm almost spending as much time investigating them as I am investigating the place. It kind of splits my attention. But
Sure.
no, that's cool.
A
So you had
seance
this,
It,
can be iffy. A lot of people are very skeptical of seances.
yeah,
And I understand that, but when you watch the documentary and you look at these people's faces, and she'll say some minute detail that means nothing to everybody else, but on their face, they're
neither
like,
one.
yeah.
What?
like, "How did
yeah,
you know that?" Because she's a psychic
Wow.
yeah,
medium. That's how she
And
knew
yeah.
that.
and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and
That's
you
funny.
and the participants really don't have to be woo woo, Adrian.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
can happen. It
Well,
can happen.
not
It
the
can happen to
participant.
anybody.
right.
Well, yeah. No, I
Most
get that.
most of these people were just asking questions they've always wanted to know.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like a lot of them were really heartbreaking questions. Like, did my sister ever love me?
yeah.
Oh
Why did
It was
my
wow.
always woo
mother-in-law
woo.
hate me so much?
Oh my
And
Yeah,
gosh, that's
it's like, oh my
sad.
god, these people have such heavy burdens they're carrying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Um.
after the seance, a lot of them were saying like they felt so much better to finally get it out.
I'll
yeah,
bet there were. I bet there was a lot of tears.
Oh, a lot,
A
quite
lot
a
of
bit,
tears. Yeah.
quite a
So,
bit.
oh my God, that is so cool. Though ours was inside, and
Mhm.
the two or three of them that we did, but outside, that's amazing. That is awesome.
It added a different element to it because we're outside and I'm filming a documentary. So I've got my mobile camera, I'm scooting around and shooting things, but I still have to film the table. I have to
Yeah.
film
yeah,
I have to film the people at the table because if they have a response, I want this really nice close
Oh
up
my
of them
gosh, that's
talking.
so much video.
So I have 4 cameras on the table pointing in all different directions. I've got microphones on the table recording their audio, and I'm like, "Okay, so for a séance, we need the bell, we need a horn, and we need candles."
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way in
Uh,
hell I'm putting candles on a table next to my cameras.
yeah.
No. Oh
How can
god.
how
Sure.
can we do this? How can we still bring fire into the séance?
did you use
So
fake?
it's October, and I got
Yeah,
the
do
idea
fake.
to use tiki torches.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So the
Yes.
tiki torches brought in the fire element, but they also gave my camera light.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
And
Oh,
that
you have this
eerie looking
and
light.
that eerie light.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So if you're near the tiki torch, you look amazing. Sometimes it flickers because it's windy and the flame's doing this.
That's what I need to do.
But
I need to carry a tiki torch around with me, and that way I look
well, and
Same.
amazing.
don't forget the juice. You got to carry a jug of the juice too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
Ooh, yes.
juice.
yeah. There you go.
So,
And a skeeter net, Adrian.
well, yeah, yeah, and probably a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least one of those little kitchen ones like this big.
There you go.
with
That sounds awesome.
with my I have a crazy ability to be able to wound myself in any kind of situation, so it's
Same.
probably
I cut
good.
myself with a spoon.
Maybe no tiki torches.
Uh,
Maybe we
flash
go with flameless.
Oh, that's cool.
flashlights with the fake flame on top of it.
Right.
So it's great because you got the ability to take an idea and make a show out of it. I had
Yep.
several ideas for shows, and I have none of that ability. I can barely run this program, and I got the idea and I could visualize it, but the
Mm.
actually trying to make it work just didn't do it. So I had like 2 documentaries I had tried to figure out, tried to get a friend of mine who lives up in Northwest Arkansas to get involved. He always tells me about all the stuff that he does, but I've never seen anything that he did. But anyhow, I was like, hey, let's do this. So I had 2 shows figured out, 2 documentaries figured out,
Mm.
and no ability to put it together. I got
Well, now you
I
know
got my
somebody
camera.
that does, because I can do that
I
too. And now you know
I know
Larry.
I don't know. I,
And
I
we're
don't know.
all
It's like
creative, so
I'm all like, forget about it.
I can
Yeah.
carry tiki torch for you.
You can
Tiki
carry
torches
You
are
can,
the
yeah,
easy
sure.
part.
Walk
They're
around.
the easy part.
You'll be
There you
my
go.
you'll be my
And
torch bearer. Right on.
a little snapper thing for you.
Right.
Well, Larry, what you're a previous ghost hunter investigator. Do you go by investigator or do you go by ghost hunter? Is there a
So
difference for you?
my Instagram says Ghost Hunter because
Mhm.
that's what it was for since the beginning, and I have my link embedded so many places I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Understandable. So,
And
but
I
you're
have to
more on
go back
the
and
investigative side.
so I actually go by paranormal researcher. That's my preferred term.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
I
Right.
have a bachelor's in history. I know how to actually do legitimate research, so
Oh,
I
right
go
on.
by researcher.
Nice.
Which you got to think when you do documentaries, you have to do a ton of research anyway.
Yep.
Yes.
Down the rabbit hole, down every
And
rabbit hole.
Mhm.
and if you're covering the paranormal, you need to research prior experiences too, because
Mhm.
those things need to be talked about in interviews, or you need to
Mhm.
bring in those investigators so they can talk about it during an interview. So
Right.
I go by researcher, and a lot of times when we're investigating, we're trying to build upon the research that's already been done and trying to link it all together. And
Mhm.
surprisingly, sometimes you could do that pretty well.
Yep.
Other times the spirits just don't want to play, and that's okay too. Whatever.
Yeah.
But in reality, all the names are the same. There's no real difference. It's just what you want to call yourself.
So
You
on
know,
this,
like
per- oh, go
like
ahead.
right now, you guys are on a podcast, right?
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But couldn't this also be a radio show?
No,
Yep.
It,
no way.
it
No,
should. It
I
should
mean,
be.
I'm kidding.
it could be. It
I'm
could
kidding.
be.
No, you're right.
Yep.
It could be.
I
It's
mean,
all
if you
Totally.
stream also to Spotify and
Yep.
Apple and all
I do.
that,
I do.
they go by radio shows all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's a
what's the
very good point.
difference? Nothing. It's the same.
I
Very,
have a question from Julie,
Mhm.
and it's on the previous subject there. She says, "Why do you need fire element, and what other elements do you need to have?" I guess in reference to the
The seance.
seance.
No clue.
No
I'm
clue.
the I'm just the
it's
filmmaker. I have no idea.
What a good researcher.
Well, I know a lot of
it's
mediums have to have
probably
the four
the
elements.
four elements, four
Well,
ordinals. Yeah.
right. We were outside, so there's your earth, there's the wind,
Hmm.
fire, water. I don't know. I think she had water on the table.
Yeah,
So, but Diet was in charge of the seance. All I did was set my stuff up and let her do her thing.
yeah.
So
You facilitated it.
Right.
So yeah,
so
And
you
in order to make it work, because it was October 26th, there was leaves everywhere. I was outside for like 3 hours raking every single
Uh,
leaf
Oh no.
oh
in a
wow.
50-foot circle so
Oh
that
my
I
God.
didn't step on it and then crunch a leaf in my audio.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
god,
my
yeah, that
good.
would
That's a
oh
suck.
yeah.
good.
Dang.
It was
You're like
horrible.
cut. Say that again, and be real.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. But it's actually really important though, because and it's in the interview for the seance here. Diet mentions hearing people walking through the leaves with a long dress. And she says in the interview, I watched Larry rake every single leaf out from under the area. There were no leaves, but I heard dresses going through the leaves.
So it was
Okay.
Now, did
worth
y'all catch any
doing.
EVPs or
Sure.
anything during this time?
No, unfortunately, being outside, there's a lot of traffic and a lot of people talking to themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of them were like, "Oh my god, that was amazing," but
Yeah,
it's still a whisper when you're on the microphone.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, we pretty
Yeah.
much threw everything out just to be safe, and really focused on the people themselves.
Yeah.
So you were
Understandable.
successful in one what 3 hour take, roughly.
So the seance itself was approximately an hour ish, give or
Okay.
take. There's a lot of like talking in the beginning to explain what we're doing,
Right.
and then there's a little bit
Oh
at
yeah.
the end.
Shut up.
That stuff's not included. We cut that all out. The actual seance itself is about an hour, about
Okay.
an hour, and in that hour, 30 people asked their questions and got their answers, and then by the time we were done, like everybody was good. Like no one else wanted to ask, so we are like, okay, we're gonna give Deanna a break now because she's probably exhausted,
Yeah.
and, and then she passed out.
And
So
she
so
passed
yeah.
out. Yeah.
So
Dang.
where are
Wow.
we going to be able to see this? This sounds interesting to me.
So as of right
Yeah.
now, we're having a live screening in the town of Watseka, Illinois, which is on the south side of Chicago. That's where we filmed it at, and we're using the live screening to fund film festivals, to enter it
Uh-huh.
into a few festivals, and then we have to wait for placement for those first because a lot of the bigger festivals they don't want you to have an online premiere until after you go through the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah.
like if somebody accepts us and the festival's in April, we have to wait until April.
Oh
Oh,
god.
boo.
Yeah.
So, and then we wait and see. a lot of the streaming platforms like Amazon Prime and Tubi and whatnot, if you win a couple of good festivals, that makes it more attractive for them to pick up the film.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you just gotta pick and choose the right ones, and then just hope for the best.
That's awesome.
Well, I like
So
it. Yeah, good luck on that. That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
What,
definitely.
when do you think it's going to be out? Did you say this?
We no idea.
You don't know at this
No
point.
idea.
Okay.
The way that it's looking, the ones that I have kind of set aside that I'm looking at, it should be out by late spring. It just depends on
Okay.
how long it takes these streaming services to actually put it on the website too.
Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
sometimes you send it to them, it takes a month. Other times it can take 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So, you know,
What
there's a
other
lot of
projects?
back and forth.
What other projects you got in the bag? You got to be working on something in your head.
So I have another one. It's already recorded. We just filmed it, I think in June. It takes place at a place called the Jericho Haunted Trinity in central Wisconsin. On one property, it is a Catholic church, a convent, and a 4-room schoolhouse.
Oh wow.
All
Okay.
separate buildings, all Catholic. But the main thing about this property is the person that bought the property, while they were cleaning it out, they removed the church's relic.
Oh,
Really?
So usually when you
Wow.
remove a relic, there's like a whole official thing to keep the ground still consecrated and
Yeah.
everything. This guy just went boop and took it out.
yeah,
So
Wow.
something kind of nasty moved in.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Uh-oh.
I basically locked us in these buildings for 4 or 5 days and said, "Okay, guys, good luck." And it was kind of wild. We had one investigator with burns on her back in the shape of an ankh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Fingerprints on her back. We had people getting sick and throwing up outside. We had people switching their personalities, which is kind of crazy because normally I'm a very like grounded, calm kind of person. And the person I was investigating with, you know, sometimes she can be kind of anxious. And out of nowhere, I became super anxious and high anxiety. And she was like, "Everything's fine. What are you doing?" And it was like, okay, this is kind of weird.
Huh.
Like,
It's
why
moving back and forth between you.
Yeah.
why
It's
am
like
I super anxious right now?
it's like Freaky
Yeah.
Friday, man.
Yeah.
It was strange. It was
Wow.
really strange. So that one is we just shot it. It's a bit of an edit for 5 days of filming. It's gonna take a little while.
Oh yeah, no,
But we're pretty excited about it. We had a lot of really great things happen. A lot of equipment went down for no reason at all. Like we had a security system that just wouldn't record. Just decided it didn't want to record.
Oh my
no.
God.
So you take it off
Yeah.
the property, it records fine. You put it on the property, nope.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is very
Okay, well,
annoying.
that's great. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on.
Said Julie is asking if you have a YouTube channel or something like that. You got these
So
people interested.
I do. My YouTube is for my production company, Small Town Productions, and it's a majority teasers and trailers. There's 1 or 2 documentaries that are available on there, but really that's about it. Most of my paranormal stuff is actually on my Facebook or
Yeah.
sometimes Instagram if it automatically posts because I'm not really big on Instagram.
I'm not either.
Like it's okay, I guess, but
I
like
got it linked, so everything goes there. That's all I know.
that's all mine does. It just shares the same thing over on the other side. But
That's awesome.
but we do a lot of normal investigations. I was just at a place last weekend called the Haunted Castle House in I want to say Brumley, Missouri. It's a very old house in the shape of a castle, and being in Missouri during that nasty heat wave last week, it was 87
Oh.
degrees inside the house.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
God.
And being Missouri, it was Tick City outside. So it's like
Yeah.
Oh.
you
Well, in
stay in the
that
house and die, or you go
in that
outside
area.
and get Lyme disease and die.
Right?
Yeah.
And
So
yeah.
it was rough, but we got some really good things there. We're still going through it, but some really cool things. And then this upcoming weekend, I'm doing an investigation at the 1861 Masonic Lodge.
Oh yeah.
Is that up?
Oh,
Oh,
That'd
Is
be
nice.
that up in Keatsburg?
I believe so. I
Yeah,
have to
that's
hit the
that's
GPS it.
That's up in Illinois, right?
Yes, it is. Which is where I
Yeah.
live. It's only about 5-ish, 6 hours from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
So
I'm in St.
Nice.
Louis, and I've been up there.
mhm.
It's an interesting building. Uh,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not looking forward to not having power or
I was
running
gonna say
water or
no
heat and
power,
air.
Right.
exactly. But they
Yeah,
do have a bar next door and a restaurant, so you can use them.
I heard that.
Talk really nice to the owners, and they'll
Yep.
stay open as long as there's people sitting at the bar.
So we, so
Just letting you know.
I work with a group called Riverside Iowa Paranormal.
Okay.
Michelle Roos, who is one of the co-founders, she set the investigation up. So she's kind of reached out to people to be like, "Hey, can we do this? Can we use your bat?" And set all that up for us.
That's
But she did also say there's a gas station really close by too.
Not too far, yeah.
So it's always good to have a backup plan.
Yes.
But
Yes.
for those who are adventurous, there's also a porta potty.
Yes,
You
there
can
is.
always use that. And thankfully,
That's
it's going to be
funny.
like 76 degrees, so it won't be a million degrees inside.
I got
Or
PTSD from porta potties. Rocklahoma just.
yeah, or if you're really adventurous, I'm sure there's a bush somewhere.
Yeah, I see.
Now I
When
was
we
in the
filmed,
military. I can do
Uh,
that. That's not a problem.
that's, that's funny because I had a story about that. We were filming Soul Catcher with the Bruce brothers, and
Mhm,
we were out in the middle of nowhere and at an old Indian boarding school, and my wife had to go to the restroom,
mhm.
and it was Chris Booth told Tina, because she had to go. We had to go someplace so she could use the restroom. He said, just go in the bushes. And she said, a bear might crap in the woods, but Tina don't. She
Okay.
didn't use the word crap. She didn't use the
Okay.
word crap. But yeah, you definitely have to have a bathroom available.
Yeah, you do. You
That's
really do.
Oh
You
my
really
gosh,
do.
Great
that's funny.
memories.
Oh Lord.
That's awesome.
I could totally see her saying that too, and the
oh,
look on
for
her
sure.
face.
With a straight
So,
face.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah. So you
Yep.
did. So you do. Okay. You said you're filming. So when you started doing paranormal, was you doing paranormal with filming in mind, or were you doing
Nope.
paranormal and then the filming came along?
Did the paranormal for, I want to say, about 10-ish years, 9, 10 years. And we did
Yeah.
everything from residentials to commercial buildings to museums to all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Whatever you
Um,
can get.
and then my partner at the time, Dan, who I did the show with, he said, "What do you think about doing a show our own way?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know the first thing about that." So it was
Mm.
a lot of YouTube, and
Yep.
let's just say those old episodes are long buried.
Yeah.
They're not good. They're
Well,
bad.
you got to
Not
learn, right?
you got to cut
Yeah.
your teeth somewhere. So we start off as a YouTube series, and then over a couple years got better and better and better, and then we spoke with the Paraflix Network, and they picked us up, and 3 seasons later, here we are.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome.
So
So
and
what's your favorite kind of place to investigate? Is it because you said you did residentials, you do the bigger places too. So
yeah,
what is it?
I don't like residentials.
They're
A lot
tough.
of times people had an expectation that you can't meet.
Yep.
Like
Agreed.
I can't stop something from appearing in your doorway, from moving. I can't stop that.
Right.
I also can't, walk out of the building with a steaming trap and say this house is clear.
Yeah.
So, which is a two property mixture there. So
Oh no,
anyway,
that's
No matter
great.
what
so
they've seen on TV, that doesn't
right, right, a little bit of ghost hunters or ghostbusters, a little bit of poltergeist.
count.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But like people, you'd explain that to them, and then they'd call you a week later and be like, "Hey, the activity's gotten worse." Well, we told you that because we were giving it attention, and then we
yeah,
left.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
after a couple years, we're just like, there are people that have that focus. Let them have that focus.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what
So
my team mainly did homes. That's what that was. We did over 300 homes. So
yeah,
that but that's kind of why I got into it.
yeah,
So, uh, but we do like doing the big places too. I like the big
sure.
creepy places. So,
We
and
inevitably switched to a more storytelling focus.
uh-huh.
And we
Yes.
like to go to lesser known locations so that we can tell those
Yeah.
stories for spirits that have never had their story told.
Yep.
Yep.
One of our big ones was for the Black Hawk War of 1832. These guys died in 1832, and no one really started talking to them until just a couple years ago.
Oh
And let me
wow.
tell you, they had a lot to say. They had a
Oh, I
lot
bet
to
they
say.
did. Oh
So,
my gosh.
at the end of the day, like I found more fulfillment in telling these people's stories, and then also in a small way, kind of keeping them alive
Yeah,
a little bit longer, if that makes sense.
it
Yeah.
does. Give them that attention, their name's spoken, then they're not
Yeah.
forgotten.
Right. Well, not only that, but in doing the investigations and putting out the reels and stuff like that, bringing guest investigators to these spots, now there are friends of ours that go there on their own, and
Yeah.
they bring people to talk to them, and then share their stories and add to their stories too.
But that's
Which,
what's
Yep.
great about the paranormal, because that's what we do. We
right,
like you say, elongate history, because we're shining a light on things. People know the big stuff. We shine a light on a lot of the little stuff that
right,
would go forgotten otherwise. So it's
absolutely.
great.
And a lot of times along the way, you've got spirits that are stuck that you're able to cross over and get them out of there,
Yeah.
to where now
Yeah.
they can come back and do whatever they want to do, but they're at least not stuck there.
Yeah.
So I found a lot more fulfillment in doing that than residentials. And then when we started to film for the show, it kind of adopted a lot of those principles too. Now
So
we never filmed a crossing though. I
okay,
made that distinction very clear. We do not film crossings. That's a very personal thing for the spirit, because they're a lot of times they divulge why they didn't want to cross over. And
sure,
it's like, sometimes that can take
sure,
5 minutes, sometimes it can take 5 hours.
yep,
We're not going to film
Oh.
that.
yeah.
But sometimes it'll get referenced in an episode, like, hey, who did we just cross over? And then on the SB7, it'll say a name. So
Nice.
Interesting.
That is good. That's cool.
it was a lot of fun.
So in that situation, they actually trusted you enough to tell you who they were.
Yes,
That
we
and that's
when
huge.
we've done Broadhead Manor a million times. It's one
Okay,
of my favorite locations. It's kind of my paranormal home away from home. And I don't really cross spirits very much. I'm new to that avenue of the paranormal. I'm not quite there yet. I think I've crossed like a total of 4 or 5. But my partner Dan in just Broadhead Manor has probably crossed 7 or 8, maybe even 9.
Wow.
And you'll have other groups go in, and they'll still mention our names on the spirit boxes.
Oh
that's
wow,
cool.
Oh
really?
wow.
And then
Nice.
Bill, hearing that, okay, who are we talking to? Oh, this spirit. Okay, so when Dan and Larry were here with you, what did they do for you? Crossed.
Huh?
Cross. Oh
That
You're not even
wow.
at the building.
that's cool.
Or
That
he'll
is
flip it
so
around and be
nice.
like, hey Charlie, who crossed you over? Dan. So,
Wow.
there's a consciousness and an intelligence that crosses wherever the spirits go to when they cross over, and they still remember those things.
And the cool thing, what
Yeah.
you just said, is
That's a
that
question.
they now have the freedom to go wherever they want.
A lot of times they go home with Bill, the owner.
Yeah,
Huh.
there you go.
A lot of times they go home with him, and he's like, "Go back to the building.
I don't want you here.
You cannot come to my house."
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh.
The skeptic in me comes out here, because I'm
Oh
like,
no,
That's
if
okay,
they cross over, why are they still there?
because they choose to.
So you can come back?
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Hmm.
I don't
So
see why they wouldn't be able to come back. I mean,
yeah.
So more
So
than a
especially,
crossover, it might be more like making a bridge for them
sure.
yeah.
to move back.
By
And
in this particular situation too, what he's saying is the crossover is just a
Acceptance.
freeing from being locked into someplace
Right.
Ah.
like,
because of a personal issue that they're stuck with.
Right.
Okay.
99%
You
of the
know.
time, it's a personal
So you're
issue.
getting rid of
Yes.
their. You're not necessarily crossing them over someplace. You're freeing them from the anchor that keeps them locked into that place. Okay,
And
Well,
I
and
get
it's
well,
that.
usually
There's
their own personal anchor.
It is.
Okay,
And a lot of
I'll
Yeah,
times
take
it
that.
has to do with
yeah.
suicide or something like that. And if
Or
you're very
murder.
religious, and you committed suicide, you don't want to go anywhere. You're super
right. You're
terrified.
scared.
You are
Yeah.
terrified.
Or if they're
And a lot of
murdered.
times it's about letting that go and
Yeah,
realizing that it's gonna be okay.
yeah.
So for an
Right.
example of that, when we were crossing the spirits for the Battle of Stillman's Run for the Black Hawk War, one of those spirits, Captain John Giles Adams, decided to pop in on Dan and I randomly doing investigations. So Dan's a big dowsing rod user. That's kind of his thing. And, he'd be using the rods. They'd be doing all the things they would do, right? And then out of nowhere, only the right rod would move. And the left rod would stay completely still. And it's like, that's not the way they were crossing before. Captain Adams, is that you? Yes. Okay. So what's going on? Why are you here now? And a lot of times he had a connection with Dan, the person that had crossed him, and he would come in when something really not so nice was around, and to warn, like, hey, you guys need to take a break. It's time to go somewhere else. So sometimes
Interesting.
it's a choice to go back to where they want to be, or it's a choice to follow somebody that they want to protect,
Good point.
which
Yeah.
really isn't all that different from family members. Grandma
Correct.
passes away in a hospital, but all of a sudden you're doing a spirit box session and she says she loves you and it's her voice.
Yeah.
Well, how the heck did that come across? Because
Right.
she can't.
Yeah.
She
I never
can't.
trust a spirit.
She's hanging around
That's
you.
okay. That's okay.
You're right.
And
It
then,
is okay.
yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It's not. It's
So
not not a requirement.
out of all the equipment that's being used out there anymore, what would you say is your favorite pieces of equipment to use?
I used to have cases and cases and cases of stuff, and most of it never got used, or it'd get used once. So
Mm.
I have a combination of two different things that I like to do. And if that isn't what everybody else wants to do, I'll just hang back and wait for my time to shine.
Right.
Number one, I like using my Estes kit with the Delco goggles. I feel like I get a little deeper into a trance with the red flashing lights, kind of mimicking the Ganzfeld
Hmm.
experiment. And I have videos where I'm in a different room answering questions. It's wild. I
Hmm.
love doing it, but I can only do it with certain people that I have a connection to. Otherwise,
Hmm.
like the answers seem to be really random. So, like friends that I've investigated a lot with, we tend to
Hmm.
do better than when I do it at public events, you know. And then the other one is I like taking any spirit box, whether it's an app like the Necrophonic, the Phasma box,
Yeah.
the SB7, anything, whatever's available, and I'll hook it up to my JBL speaker, and I'll get out a deck of cards and I'll play blackjack.
There you go.
Ah, yes,
We do
that's what
that.
we do
Yep,
too.
I love blackjack. It's the simplest thing.
Yeah.
Hit,
Yep.
stay, or what's the other one? Split. Hit, stay, split.
Pass.
Uh,
Yeah.
Pass.
Yep.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a
We've
lot of
had.
times you'd be surprised what kind of answers come through when
Yeah.
the spirit loses and they get
Oh,
mad
Or wins and beats the hell out of
or
everybody
wins.
else.
yes.
So
Yes.
I did an event at the
Yeah.
Tinker Swiss Cottage in Rockford, Illinois.
Okay.
It was on Jack Osborne's show, Night of Terror, a couple years ago,
Okay.
which
Mm.
that episode is 100% BS. Do not use that episode. They made so much stuff up.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that is so sad. People
I
need to
know.
stop doing that.
They made everything up. So we're
but
in Robert
if you're
Robert
there
Tinker's
strictly for
bedroom.
entertainment, you're going to make it up. I'm sorry. All
Well,
the
and
shows
like
are out there.
it's one thing to stretch things. It's not cool
Yeah.
to make things up completely.
Right.
Yeah.
You know. So they made things up. So we're in Robert Tinker's bedroom, and I've got a group of people, and we're playing blackjack, and I'm playing against him, and I actually lose to him. We played 5 hands, and he won the majority, and then over the SB7, it goes now pay up. Because
Pay up.
I told him that if he won, I'd give him $1.
Cool. So where'd you leave your
So
buck? Where'd you leave your dollar?
I gave it to the director Sam. She did something with it.
Okay. Awesome.
So,
Cool. That's cool.
but
That's
she's
funny.
worked there for forever. They trust her, so I have no doubt she'd put it somewhere.
Mhm.
At least it
Some
didn't go
kind of
now take off your shirt.
yeah, some kind of trophy display of Robert's dollar that he won from Larry.
That's funny.
Because
That's funny.
Larry's not good at blackjack when he's playing with spirits.
They
I remember.
cheat.
I
So
remember tossing a quarter onto a pile of money in the Bell Mansion in the basement. Two of
mhm.
you guys, and uh, and over the spirit box, somebody said quarter,
Yeah.
and then somebody else about couple seconds later goes, "Wow."
That's funny.
That's the funny thing about
It's
people
hilarious.
is
It was great.
there's 5 things you can always talk about whether you're living or dead. It's money, alcohol, not booze, food and drinks.
Hmm.
My team talks about
Usually
food a lot.
usually women, if they're male spirits, they love to talk about women.
Yeah.
And then something related to the building. Like if it's a veteran building, you're going to get a lot of veteran stuff. Or if it's like a Masonic temple, you're going to get a lot of Mason stuff. You know,
Yep.
as long as you hit those 5 things, like you're going to get great responses most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So
It's
the
pretty
other
awesome.
thing that I'm working on trying, I haven't been able to get it to work yet, is I'm trying to play chess with the spirits,
Oh,
Oh,
and
interesting.
we're just gonna play whatever spirit box and listen for the names of pieces for which one we need to choose, and then use our intuition to put it in the right place.
we
And
played. What did we play that one night? Was it trivia? It was trivia, wasn't it?
I was about ready to say we played
Yeah.
trivia and they cheat.
Yeah.
They do
they
cheat.
cheat.
He kept
They
looking over
100%
my
cheat.
shoulder.
Cheat.
They do cheat.
Don't they cheat?
So I'm at the
Could
Monroe
cheat
House.
too if you was invisible.
I'm at the Monroe House playing blackjack in one of the
Okay, go
rooms.
ahead.
Have you been to Monroe House?
I have
Mm.
not.
Okay, so there's
No.
one room that's got like 2 comfy chairs and a table, and it's lit enough to where I can see the cards. So I'm playing, and whoever I'm playing with, I'm kicking their butt. I'm like 4 games in, I've won all 4. And one of the other investigators walks in, and over the spirit box, it goes cut. And I'm like, you wanted to cut the cards? Because I wasn't cutting the cards. I'm like, all right, here, cut the cards, please. She cuts the cards, and it goes again.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay, so I cut the cards. We put it back together. I deal the next hand, and I kid you not, the very next hand they hit 21,
Ah,
That's cool.
Oh.
and my immediate response was, "You cheat! You cheated!"
Yes.
And then over the SB7, there's laughter.
Yep.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I love it when they
Delighted
get
them.
Well,
when they
it's
do
like
that.
during blackjack when we were at the Aurora brothel. They were laughing, and then he got mad because they had busted, and they said poppycock, and it was like,
Poppycock.
Yeah.
yeah, they were British. We had a bunch of
If-
British players with us.
Yeah.
let me tell you, a deck of cards is the cheapest, most interactive piece of equipment you can get.
You know,
Well,
I've never used cards.
It's recognizable too, to them.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's absolutely. That's
Yep.
great.
Cards
And
have been used for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what was
Oh,
even
yeah.
more fun was we were counting. Like, okay, you've got 4 up or whatever, and they would call the next card. Then
Oh,
you
and
need.
we got it on video.
It's like, what do you need?
amazing.
7. So they threw a 7 down and flip over their card. It's
Mhm.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
They
or
cheat.
they
Yeah, it was
called an
awesome.
Cheaters.
ace.
You.
They called. It's like, oh my gosh, it was great. So
Yeah, they
love
totally cheat.
love cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
They're amazing.
it's a fun way also. Unless you got
It
to pay
is.
your dollar.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
But it was
over
worth
3
it.
for spirits right now. So I lost $1 at Tinker Swiss Cottage. I lost $1 at Waverly, and then I
Oh,
lost
no.
$1 somewhere else. And it's like I'm really bad at this apparently because I keep losing,
Don't go to the casino. Yeah.
which is funny
Heather
because
says
when I go
hi,
to the
Larry.
casino, hi Heather, I play roulette and I do really well, but when it's blackjack, apparently it's not my game.
It's not your game.
Well, have them come with you next time you play blackjack at a casino.
there you
Right? I'll just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Clyde, when it's
Just
time
come.
to hit,
That's right.
just hit me and just be like, zzz. Okay, got the message. I'm gonna hit
Yep.
now. If you want me to stay, hit me twice. Okay,
Yeah.
got the message.
I do
Nice.
it.
Oh my
So-
gosh, that's great.
Love it.
No, oh, I love it. I love cards. It's great.
You could get from a gas station. Like if you
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
your deck, go to the gas station. I guarantee there's a deck somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Walmart.
Yeah, somewhere,
Walmart.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
You don't have to like, oh no, I left my dead bell at home. What am I gonna do? No, no. Deck of cards, Walmart, 5 minutes down the road.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Or trivia with some of
Trivia.
them.
Trivia.
So what are your?
Go ahead.
I was
go
say,
ahead.
so what are your favorite places to go to or genres? Call it that way.
I focus more on communication. So I like going to places where communication's more guaranteed. I
Okay.
feel like it's harder in places like asylums and institutions where sometimes the spirits tend to take on characteristics from their life. So like,
Yeah.
having TB, if you died in a sanitarium, sometimes they couldn't speak anymore.
Good
Yeah.
point.
And it makes it really hard to communicate with those spirits when they can't speak yet because they haven't crossed over or they're still carrying whatever burdens they're carrying. It makes it a challenge to speak with them. So I like going to places where um, the conversation's a little more stimulating,
Okay.
which
I can understand that.
can be anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
It's like I like schools, churches,
yeah,
uh, hospitals,
yeah,
uh,
yeah. I've
even
had good luck in schools. I don't know if I've ever really done a hospital yet, like an actual like hospital.
Oh,
mhm,
I
Very
imagine
cool.
that would be intense.
it can be.
Um,
Yes.
Waverly was a lot of fun. I had a good time at Waverly.
Okay.
That
I haven't
didn't
gone to
happen. It didn't
Waverly
happen.
yet. Mm.
See, I had nothing happen to me while I was at Waverly, and I'm
So
sure, just like any place you go to, you're not going to have something every night. But it,
no,
it was a
no,
it was a really interesting building. I loved it. Brought a lot of good energy while I was there. And
yeah.
but when it came down to investigating, not a thing. Not
I
a
Well,
think
thing.
I'd like to do
Not,
Waverly with just a core group, not.
the problem
yes,
with Waverly's the
yes,
size is, in
Oh,
order to be able to really afford it, you have to bring like 10 to 15 people.
Yeah.
Right.
oh, yeah,
And if the spirits are super active that night, you don't know if they're active with your group or if they're going to be active with another group on the other side of the floor.
yeah.
So you just might
well,
luck out and they don't talk to you, they talk to somebody else.
I agree with that.
Okay.
But I will say that the sanatorium here in Arkansas that we
Oh
used to do,
God,
it
yes,
like the more people that was in the building, the more active that building became. And
yes.
That's
so
That building was
again, and
amazing.
I'm sure it depends on the location though.
Totally.
So
And
Yeah,
it also depends on the people in the
Depends on the
building too.
people. Yep.
yeah.
If you've got people that are hard skeptic to where they believe nothing and are trying to disprove everything, I find the spirits don't even want to bother those people.
yeah.
oh
Right.
no,
They're just like,
this building will
nah,
make you believe.
nah.
And when they do
Um,
that,
Yeah,
they
this building
ignore
was
you.
amazing.
yeah.
No, so did you only do as a paranormal investigator? Did you only do ghosts, or did you branch out to the other paranormal stuff?
So I haven't really done cryptid or UFO yet. Um, I have a project in the works where I might be able to do cryptids. I don't know. I've
Ooh.
never done it, so we're gonna find out what happens. Either you guys are gonna see a cool documentary, or you're gonna see a really sad obituary.
The obituary.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Larry was filming a documentary, got eaten by wolves.
yeah.
That
But
would be
we'll
That
find
was
oh,
out.
That's why I don't do cryptids, because my number one rule in life is to never be food, and
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
I,
it's fair.
that is the top
it's
of
a
the
good
list.
rule. It's a good rule.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't want to ever be food,
yeah.
and so
I don't know if I'd really ever be interested in UFOs though. I'm not patient enough to just
yeah.
sit there and watch the sky for hours and hours to look for one light that moved.
Uh,
I'd go
In,
nuts.
interesting thing is that you don't have to do it that way. If
Yeah,
you just occasionally glance up,
sure.
and just for even for a few minutes, uh, you might be surprised, especially if it's a dark night. It's,
Yeah,
no moon or whatever, and it's clear. You'd be surprised that you pick up stuff pretty quick.
yeah.
So,
Maybe one day.
uh,
one day.
it,
One day it'll be okay. I'm filming. I'm on break for the next 10 minutes.
yeah, it's like, okay, I'm done.
All right. And my ADD's taking over now. I'm over here. Hey,
Yeah,
squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah, I totally.
That's
So,
yeah.
I'm squirreling right now. I totally get it.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, this has been some really
Oh my
interesting
gosh, some really fun
tales and
stuff.
stories. I am
Exactly.
really looking forward to seeing some of your stuff. So I'm gonna kind of look into a lot of it.
sure. So there's one documentary that's on my YouTube right now. It is free to watch. It's called The Old Baraboo Inn,
Oh, okay.
and it takes place in one of Al Capone's old locations. he kind of distributed through there, but there was also a brothel upstairs and a bar. And we started the night with a group event downstairs in the basement. Um, and we had a really cool response where we believe Al Capone came across. And in doing the Estes, I said a few things that directly related to the questioner's questions. And I'm like, okay, that was kind of cool. And then we went up to the brothel where we were locked in, me and a female investigator. And for approximately 3 hours, she basically offered me up to the brothel spirits as bait.
Nice.
Oh, fun times.
Not
Holy
really.
cow.
Not really.
You
So,
sure didn't volunteer.
we're doing these
Our
sessions, and all of a
volunteers
sudden,
too.
Nikki, the investigator, will go, "So, what do you think about Larry going into the back bedroom?" And I'm like, "Hell, like, what are you talking about?" And then all of a sudden, like, the spirit box is laughing, they're cracking jokes about me, and I'm like, "Okay, what's going on? Hold a minute." So, and then finally, we get back to the bedroom, and she goes, "If you put $3 bills on the side table, you will get serviced." And I'm like, "There ain't no way." So when you pay brothel workers, they will actually service you, whether they're alive or if they're not.
That's funny.
So
Interesting.
Well,
that part
My.
of the video is, take it for face value. Whether you believe me or not, it's completely up to you. I included it because it was kind of funny.
That's
We
funny.
built up to this moment, and here I am laying on a bed, and all of a sudden you see me like jerk, and
oh,
and Nikki's like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "Cold hands,
oh
cold hands."
That's,
So,
that's
and
terrible.
she's running one of those like word apps on her phone, and just kind of like going, "Oh, okay, that was cool." But during like the middle of the session, her phone says sex on it, and we're like, "Okay, well that's a little coincidental." So that one's free to watch. It's more just for fun. Like there's real investigating in there, but we were having fun and talking to the spirits, and then I guess I lost another $3. So I guess I'm
no.
$6 in the hole
Yeah.
now.
That's a
But it was
great
for
way
a
to
good
end
cause.
the show.
It was for good.
Lost $3
Hey,
at a
but
brothel.
But there was a lot of laughter.
Well, if you
uh,
think about it, we're talking, like early
you did mention it
1900s.
was cold.
It was cold. We're talking early 1900s here during the Al Capone era. $1 for a brothel worker
Oh,
is a lot of money.
yeah, it
Yeah,
A lot
was.
of
it
money.
Yeah,
was.
it
Like
was.
I tip well
That's funny.
For the cold hands.
Boo.
for the cold
Boo.
hands. I tip really well.
All right, Larry. Once
So
again, a quick plug
how
on all
yeah.
your places where people can
Sure.
contact you. They can see your stuff. Anything you go.
Yep. So the best place to find me is going to be Facebook under that name. I've got the blue check mark. It's super easy to find me. There you can get my website, my link tree. You see all the stuff I shared for projects or events that I'm working on or events I'm a part of, um, or conferences that I'm going to throughout the year. Facebook's really the best place to go. Um, and then you can kind of get everything off of there. If you want to see some video stuff, you go to Small Town Productions on YouTube or go to my link tree. It's also on there. And you can kind of find everything through that. Super
Okay.
easy.
Excellent.
Awesome.
One stop shop.
Thank you so much for being on the show this week.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yes, and very
Good
cool.
conversation.
Yeah,
I'm going
it
to
Thank you for
send you
having me.
back to the green room. Don't go away because we'll talk to you after the show. So don't leave us just yet. But I'm going to kick you out. Thank
Okay.
you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Who we got? We have Jason
We
Faust.
have Jason
Jason
Faust. Third
Faust
time's
next
a
week.
charm.
Third
So
time's a charm. That's what
yes,
they
he's gonna actually
say.
use his computer this time. So
Okay,
yeah,
now we're gonna.
ready.
All right, Jason Faust next week. Join us
Yep.
and have fun with us. And we have the. I do have the new end credits,
Oh,
but I don't
Yay!
think.
It's just
But there's
extra. It's
supposed to
just
be.
that all those awesome, fantabulous people
Yeah,
that have subscribed to the show.
It
yay.
says
but
it says
we'll see.
that's all, folks. Right?
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
There's no music. There's no music. That's okay. There's no music.
We have
That's
to
okay.
hum.
Did I not put music on there?
No.
Wait, no. There's gotta be music. Wait a minute.
There's no music.
Oh my lord.
There's
Oh
no
Oh
my
no,
lord. Oh
it's
my
okay.
lord.
That's okay.
We'll get an update.
put music on there.
It's okay. I got it.
Yeah,
Are you Rick rolling it?
he's Rick rolling it.
That's great.
I failed. Wait, I gotta go in
So
here and
funny.
see because oh my
I hear
god.